This is my look of disapproval. I keep forgetting to turn off all the stingers that are generated from my hotkeys when I'm setting things up. Welcome, time travelers, to the stream. I'm playing Final Fantasy XVI. Warning, occasionally, it's rare, but there's cuss words and partial nudity. If there's partial nudity, I cover it up by like doing this, or I do a thing that covers the whole screen. Hey, Charlie. Hey, Al. Hey, Boyos. Boyos has incorrectly joined the channel. You're gonna have to be punished for that later. Let's launch this thing. Probably gonna be a short stream tonight because I've been working really hard on the RTX 5000 series, aka Blackwell generation video, which was announced at CES by NVIDIA last week. So look forward to seeing that on the channel. It's going to be hilarious. I'm doing a lot of clips and we'll say I'm memeing Jensen Huang on there. He said some very funny things and did some very funny things. And Charlie, remember watching the movie Ted and Ted 2 with me. He may or may not have done it on purpose, but he made a reference to Flash Gordon. Why is it opening on the wrong monitor again? This is my look of disapproval. Don't show me an ad. Alright. Config. How did I fix this last time? There we go. Oh, Boyos knows Flash Gordon. Whoa! Flash, savior of the universe. All right, let's see what side quest I want to do right now. Still, if I turn right, there, this guy. I'll do that one.
All right, Clive. Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead.
Quiet as a curl?
Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
Enjoy this random thing moment. I gotta also make sure it's appropriate for the channel. So, hotkeys, move it over there. Enjoy this random thing.
Now, in the news this week, the polls continue to slide for Gordon Brown, and some people are saying he's dead and buried. But I think the opposite. I say, Gordon's alive!
That's a kind of a vague reference to Flash Gordon.
I'd speak to him again.
Mario the Plumber, hey.
Well,
you're...
I suppose there's no point leaving him to stew.
Cheers,
Aubrey.
Clive.
I'll be sure to pay him a visit as soon as I have a moment.
All right, I'll meet you by the forge then. You come along when you're ready.
That's right. Oh, thanks for the reminder. That actor was in that movie. He's pretty prolific. I've seen him in a lot of things. Let me see. I'm looking for what Boyo said about Aubrey earlier. If I can find it. There it is. Here we go. Can we preempt Aubrey and get a jigsaw puzzle so she's not bored, and also call the Ghostbusters to resolve her haunted locker? There we go. Aubrey said that in Discord earlier. Brian Blessed. Brian Blessed. Let's check him out. He's a public figure. Flash! Oh! He saved every one of us. Lego Star Wars. Cool. There's a show in the 90s. I can't remember what it was called right now that either him or a guy that resembles him was in. Sliders? Here we go. I have a good memory. Let me see. It was not Brian Blessed, dang it. It was John Rhys Davies. Oh yeah, when everybody thought Flash Gordon was dead, but then he punched the wall to get out of that one room. Gordon's alive! Because the bad guy who lied about Flash Gordon being dead. Tell me if I remembered correctly. Where's the game? Where do you want me to go? So many side quests, so little time. Don't do that. Which one of these is the #1 thing? Speak with Black. Okay, what if I go like this? It's prioritized. I'll just walk in this direction for 68 years. Yep, your locker is not haunted. Good girl. Oh, you animated the dorky spider? Is it an artwork? Sweet. Hey, dur, dur, dur. I want to see that biggers. Here's stuff we can make with AI these days.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
And
you're not a loser. Did the Ghostbusters fix it?
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got better things to do with your time? That remains to be seen. August tells me he showed you a ring, and that the sight of it clearly upset you. Would you mind telling us why?
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help no one. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said, then I'm sorry.
It was the ring, right? It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all. Memories better left forgotten.
Memories of what?
His dark past
we'd all
lore.
rather leave behind, Blackthorn. But sometimes it helps to talk about them. And sometimes it doesn't. Is that so hard to understand?
Don't be like that.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back.
Was it possessed or just regular haunted? That's from Venture Brothers.
That ring he flashed was the work of Zoltan. We apprenticed together back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Past has improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed it. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit? Learn his secret.
I doubt he'd be too happy to see me.
Then just this once. Make peace with being second best. Swallow your pride, and focus all your energies on the task at hand. Keeping the curse breakers armed and armored. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't, and it's going to distract you, we need to do something about it.
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know he's right. And it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic.
Sweet.
So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Tell us about the next emo song you're gonna practice singing. I have to go that way for 358 years. You don't have to be emo to sing emo. I was talking to you about that a few days ago. I want to learn how to sing emo so I can add it to my different vocal, what do you call it, vocal range. $390 years. Why do they use yards instead of meters? I need to know these things.
Attack! This one. Nice try. Muhammad, get him! Down, Torgal! Over here!
I got 6 bloody hides. I know, but using yards, and yards are outdated. I want to see science units, not freedom units. Or ancient units. Or whatever you want to call them. Ooh, frosty!
Get him! Get him! Over here! This one! Sick 'em!
The fields of Korova. Blah, 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 blah.
Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone through.
You're not a loser,
Why are
stop
the
it.
gates closed?
Chief's orders. No one's allowed in without his say-so. Not that I'd have let you in anyway.
Yeah, I remember how the yard started, but then they went to meters later.
You look like trouble. I suggest you go home.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little prick. Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No. It isn't. Blackthorn.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but since you asked so nicely, I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull. Now let us
Watch
through.
out with the words.
All right. Just don't go starting anything with the chief.
Yeah, I promise I won't throw the first punch. That good enough for you?
Go on then.
Much obliged.
Naughty, naughty swearing. It'd be nice if they had an option in the game to turn off swearing, and then we had
So this is travel.
a few of the dialogue files. They would play a variant.
Lodged. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, you'd have to shout to be heard over the sound of hammer on anvil.
You're right, Boyos. It's not in the character of the Final Fantasy series at all.
Clive, you're good with people. You speak to Sultan.
Hey, you ain't backing out now, are you?
There's a river of bad blood between me and the chief. But if someone can build me a bridge, then I'll cross it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
I appreciate it. It'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's. He'd have inherited it when I left.
The forge on the hill.
Good luck. You'll be needing it.
Stop changing the LUTs halfway through a scene. And there it goes dark again. Oh, they despawned NPCs too. It was so amateur.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Well, if we can't follow the forges, how are we going to
Grandma?
earn our keep?
Why hasn't Papa come back yet?
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
I hate middle school.
It'd be me.
Crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji. Heart shape emoji, crying emoji.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty.
How do you tell a Welsh person what middle school is? I don't know.
You're not welcome here. Get out before things turn nasty.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting. Down by the gates.
Then I suggest you take him with you when you leave.
Didn't you apprentice together?
So what if we did?
Fuck! We're getting nowhere. These bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges unless we can find some new crystals.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor and piss off. Oh.
Yeah, thanks,
If
Charlie.
you're struggling to find your way out,
I couldn't remember the
ask
word.
Blackthorn. That prick knows exactly where the exit is. He's not wanted here. And neither are you.
All right. I'm going.
This story's not over.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
Blackthorn's probably going to teach them how to build a fire without using slaves. That's what I'm calling happening.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess. Zoltan told you to piss off.
As a personal favor to him, yes.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round. Not after what I did.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, we need to know. What turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan.
No loser, Stinger.
The burden of leadership.
Thinking about it, I wouldn't use it that much.
Our dying master dropped in our laps. All of it. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right.
Sounds
and
like
the other
me.
kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravozd in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravozd prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate. Without magic to fire the furnaces, this place is as good as dead.
It's good advice,
It
boyos.
depends on how you look at it, though.
I was telling her, I think just yesterday, that she can choose to be a friend to him or choose not to be, but whatever his behavior is, that's his responsibility. Because she kept trying, help me with Nathan. He's been mean to me. He used to be my friend. I want him to be my friend again. But it's not your responsibility. People have their own behaviors, and it's their own fault if they're being a jerk all the time. Even if someone else did something negative or mean to them, and then they were mean after that, still, you have to make a choice.
There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It's not your fault.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is. I don't want to be the greatest smith alive just because I happen to be the last. Clive. Dravozd won't last long without its furnaces. So, Do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Yes.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. I won't abandon it to its fate. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two, would you, August?
All right then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else.
He's not emo because of you, like I said a minute ago. His behavior is his responsibility, not yours.
Stand to eat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Karava.
Time for a spot of hunting, then.
Sweet, they're gonna have me go fight stuff. And I recently obtained Shiva in an awkward scene between this guy and his girlfriend. Well, they should have been boyfriend and girlfriend a long time ago. But anyways, enough about that. She gave him some of her Shiva powers so that he could be more effective.
This one. This one. Go, Torgal. Get him.
What? He ran away? Ha! Okay. Oh, because he... I'm too far away from my spawn point. I can't fight you over there.
No mistakes.
Torgal! Torgal, kill! Go, Torgal! All yours, Torgal!
Frosty!
Over here! Torgal, kill!
Thanks, boy.
This one. Go, Torgal! This one.
Oh, I could dodge with that real nice. Yeah.
Finish him.
Go, Torgal! Get him! Sick him!
Sometimes we all have to be emo. I'm not crying. I'm emo.
Attack!
black wearing people who are pale and miserable. Yeah. It's also like, don't care about themselves versus don't care about anything. Emo people don't care about themselves, and goth people don't care about anything, which is nihilistic. I don't remember what the term for goth is.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Yeah, let's... I fought new things. Let's see if I can get the chocobo over here. Oh. This is the thing that I'm supposed to slay? Never mind. Okay, thanks. Need to get off that bird anyway. Desert salamander.
Too slow.
Over here! Bahamut!
Frosty!
Nice try.
I need life juice!
That's better.
Get him! All yours, Torgal! Go, Torgal!
Nice try.
No, it's running away! Back to its spawn point! No Pharisees!
This won't be easy. Nice try.
This one! Torgal, kill! Go, Torgal! This one! Over here!
Nice try.
Go!
Frosty! Nugget.
I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Yeah, I've never heard nugget used for redheads here.
No holding back.
I'm holding back. I don't feel like fighting him. Give me that loot. Where'd it go?
Back to the stables, girl.
What's this all about then?
Dunno.
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Yep, that was in the original Final Fantasy VII as well.
This should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Every new map, you have to catch a chocobo? That's dumb.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
I do, yeah. Dravost is saved.
Sorry about earlier. I take back everything I said. That thing you built us is an honest-to-God's marvel. You've saved our village.
You've saved
It's
our village.
Blackthorn you should be thanking. He oversaw the construction.
Give this to him, would you?
What is it?
Pet Cole's cinders. After he left, I spent years trying to eke the most out of our forges. That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and your forge will burn hotter for longer, which will do wonders for your steel. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to match up to the bastard. No amount of sleepless nights at the anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But
not the one
he
Dravost
took all his
deserved.
talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built in a day and all that. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers who hold grudges tighter than their hammers. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. And I'd call that a job well done.
So would I.
I reckon he's going to be at it a while yet, though, so why don't you head off without us? I'll see that the old git gets home safe and sound.
See that you both do. I'll save the cinders till then.
All right. It'll be a nice little surprise for him.
These things are going to take some getting used to.
Yeah. Give it a week, and you'll wonder why you ever bother with crystals. Let's run through it again, shall we?
That was a cute little story. Now, what am I supposed to do? Walk 50 years this way.
Come back.
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts and all.
Gentlemen, I see you both made it home in one piece.
Yeah, well, we didn't want to outstay our welcome. The whole village turned out for a go on the bellows after you left. Everyone except Zoltan has. Didn't see hide nor hair of him.
Oh, but that reminds me. I have something for you.
Confirm. Confirm. Does it. Do it. Why are you tripping?
Pico Cinder. How'd you come by this?
Then he explains.
And you're sure he wanted me to have it?
I'm sure. He didn't say so, but I think he wants to forgive you.
Huh. Imagine that. Yeah. You know I could never leave this place, don't you? Every time you put on mail, you and the curse breakers are trusting me with your lives. There's no greater honor for a smith than that. I'm not about to go crawling back to Zoltan for forgiveness, but I will make good use of his cinder. And if that helps save even a single life, then he'll have my gratitude. What was it you said he called me? Huh? A genius? And he spent sleepless night trying to copy me, did he? Sounds like I better get to work. I've got a reputation to uphold.
It's good to see you back on form, Blackthorn.
I don't know how you pair put up with me sometimes, but I'm grateful all the same. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, about to put Zoltan back in his place.
Ain't got the art to tell him how similar they are. Stubborn bastards.
A little healthy competition should be good for him.
You're not wrong. Still, it's a shame him and Zoltan couldn't let bygones be bygones. No use grumbling about it now, though. Blackthorn's happy. Or as near to happy as he gets. And that's good enough for me.
Hey, can I get everybody to like the stream, please? Let's find something for Aubrey to do. She can click like on the stream, that's for sure. Let's see what Goats has me to do. What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
What? I'm not afraid of a lashing.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
I just have to walk 99 years that way.
The stew's awfully thin these days.
Oh, what do you expect? Farmers are abandoning their fields and traders are leaving.
Oh wait, 90 years that way is something else. That's what I'm doing after this. The main story thing.
Oh, don't tell me we've... Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then?
Stop saying you're bored! Go find a puzzle.
Out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Are you trying to take the piss?
Asking. Out of interest.
Stop saying you're bored.
All right.
Or I'll put you in timeout.
I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
What class
didn't
was it
exactly
tested?
hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it?
You believe
You
it?
think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look.
Is it a blood test?
I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket.
Was it an IQ test?
But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day. I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past,
was it a math
she
test?
says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did
People
she ever
talk
do to
smack.
them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh.
That sounds like a weird test. What was on the test?
Right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Okay, it was on Chromebook, which makes it already painful to hear about. And second, it's after lunch, so two painful things about this test already.
Everything's back the way it was.
But you didn't tell me what the test was about.
Mustard and mandrakes. Saffron and sage.
If there's one thing we've learned over the past few...
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
My livelihood with it. No work here for a miner.
Where are you, Goots? Spelled goats.
We need someone who can bring the whole town together.
Not like plural of goat.
Take this crystal.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen!
Reading test. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do?
I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave.
Be there knight or knave.
Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper
Homer's Iliad. Wow, that's big time reading right there.
herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work.
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil. Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers.
What are we talking about? Let's see. Greek mythology stuff is really interesting. Thanks for reminding. Like the story of Zeus and Hera and Hercules, Ares. There's all really good stories in there. Tell me if I'm right in remembering this. He wrote down a bunch of stories. It's kind of like how... Right, again, Boyos, tell me if I'm right. It's kind of like how Disney movies are based off of stories that were passed down through the generations. Homer did that with Greek stories that were passed down through the generations. You know, like Disney movies like Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, all of those.
Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
One of my favorites is when this one guy went to Hades to get his wife back, because it was totally unfair how she died, and went to Hades, which is the Greeks' version of hell. And he made a deal with Hades, because the god of Hades, his name is the same as the place, Hades, that you can take her home with you as long as she walks behind you and you never turn your shoulder to verify she's there. And he gets like halfway home and he's listening to her footprints in the leaves in the woods. And he longs to see her face again, and turns around and sees her face for like half a second, and she disappears in a wisp. That's Ulysses. Athena's in there. Who else? Oh, Cerberus was Hades' dog that had 3 heads. Cerberus is in Final Fantasy games a lot.
Not unless she's discovered this.
Oh, yeah. All the creatures that Hercules fought, like Medusa, the woman with the snakes on her head, if you made eye contact with her, you instantly turned to stone. And the Hydra, which was a dragon with multiple heads. And when Hercules would cut off one of the necks, it would grow 2 new necks and 2 new heads. So he had to fight with a torch in one hand, like not a flashlight like the Brits call it, but an actual wood thing with the fire at the end, and a sword in the other hand, and he would chop off a neck and then burn the stump. And then it turned out that all the different creatures that Hercules was killing were all the children of something. Maybe Medusa? No, not Medusa. It was the children of maybe... Zeus's wife that was estranged. Estranged means they're not together no more. Hera. He went over the river of Styx, yep. And past Cerberus. And he had to pay that coin to the guy who did the boat on the river of Styx. Now you gotta stop crying in school. Don't give school that much of your emotions. The gods were the children of Kronos. Okay. God of time. Oh, that sounds cool.
You could have had to be in 2 places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
My dad sent me a book. I consider it like an early birthday present. It's about Area 51 and UFOs and stuff. It's like they novelized.
I always thought it was the blessing I'd
and turned it into a story, which I don't necessarily need in regards of this subject type, but they got a bunch of stories from different people about UFOs and stuff and put it in order of what time all the things happened. So many side quests, so little time.
They won't stay scattered forever.
Also, Pandora's Box was
Viper's Nest.
One of the stories.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die
That's
a
up
slow
to you.
death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Yeah, really? That's all he sent? And their swords look like crap.
Leave now, and we can pretend this didn't happen.
New enemies approach. Come enemies that are new, approach me harder.
Ogle, kill!
Toss! Toss! Somebody's healing them.
Get him! This one.
Oh, the dog finished one off. Ah! Narcissus, a Greek myth about a beautiful young man who fell in love with his own reflection. Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lump in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil.
Dalamil.
Then you turned up.
Then you turned up.
Go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
fucking coward!
I need to find Goots.
Calls him a coward after
Right
he
now.
defended himself against 8 dudes. Alright, Goots, they were trying to have their way with you.
Get your filthy paws off me, you...
Don't. No, go back to the game.
Stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime.
Loathsome
and I will not allow it
harpies.
to continue.
Very existence is a crime.
Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Huh. She just shows up out of nowhere.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together?
Slinking
Well, the whole
off.
thing got me thinking, who in Dalimil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it?
Won't
I
it?
thought the years might have taught you some sense. But I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
Wet legs.
You bitch!
Really took the piss out of him.
Everything that happened.
Everything that happened.
It was all your fault. And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Hit.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
They really can't do a collision animation between different Blender objects, can they? They just fade to black.
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs.
All I have to
You're
do
an-
is go back and look at Metal Gear Solid 3, which was released in 2002 or 2003, where, like this game, I've noticed the characters during the cutscenes are the same Blender models as the characters as they are in the world, but they were able to animate them with stop motion, not stop motion capture, motion capture, where someone's wearing the dots and have people fight and interact with each other and stuff.
But what you told me when we last met. An eye for an eye.
Oh, Boyos, tell me what your node does. Tell me its magic.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
Ah, she took his eye. Ah, grass.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It ain't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old wet legs back when...
Oh, you made an aspect ratio selector. Sweet. They have a plugin for that in in Forge and Automatic and 1111. I use it every day.
We were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the wet legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Alright, back to the main story. I could play side quests all day, but let's get to the story done, because that's going to be longer. After you generate the image, open the image in like your favorite image viewer that shows the actual width and height. And let me think, notepad. I'm showing you what I generate in. Come on. I can't see the mouse, Windows. All right. 4, 5, 5, 7, 6. This is what I do for SDXL, Flux, and whatever. That size right there. Come on, let me do the mouse. And then 768 by, what I'm doing, SD 1.5. I don't remember the other number because I let aspect ratio helper do it. Aspect ratio calculator. I need 16 by 9. And it's, all right, 1024 is 576. Good. I remember that one. 768 is 432. And then this one times 2.5. This is why I do these numbers, by the way, boyos. Because of the business stuff we were talking about, I'm not going to get into on the stream. I'll show you why. I can't zoom in on this type of calculator, but 768 times 2.5 is 1920 by 1080. And then this one times 1.875. 1024 times 1.875 is also 1920 times 1080. That way, when I take this over to the image-to-image tab to upscale it again, both of these come out to be times 2, 1920 times 2, 3840 by, oh, I'm doing this wrong, 2160. Put equal sign in between you so you can see that better. You see that, boyos? Oh, hey, Corey. What's up? All right, I'm going to my DM. Yeah, 16 by 9. Tell me if it calculates the numbers as I just showed them. make sure 768 makes 432. And make sure 1024 makes 576. Because then later on you could have an upscaler node and you choose these numbers. What really bugs me is that, like, say if you're going to do 4 times ultra sharp as your upscaler, in Comfy UI, it wants to upscale it times 4. Yet, if I do it in Forge, it uses more of my system VRAM, or not system VRAM, more of my GPU VRAM if I upscale it by 4. But if I use by 2, it upscales it by 2 and uses less GPU VRAM and less time to generate the upscales, which is why I do this process. And this step right here is high-res.fix, right? And this part right here is image to image. All right, look at DM again. Not sure. 512 by 288. Yeah, so you have a way to see the size. Which 512, 288, good. And so it's generating it properly, but we got some models that don't like to behave. I don't remember which ones. With my testing with SD 3.5, I might be remembering the wrong one, but it needs the width and height to be divisible by 4 or something stupid. We put Aubrey on what? I'm not going to say. That is. Okay. Yeah, SD3 1.5 didn't like the ratio. That's weird. Try the 768 by whatever.
Covered in nicks and lumps. The
768 by... No, I need a notepad one. 768 by 432. Yeah, too small, probably. I think that's probably the reason why I started training SD 3.5 Laura's on 768 by 768.
How are you feeling, Joshua? Better than I was.
Shadow on me?
But not nearly as well as you
it
should
is.
be. Your cuts and burns may have healed, but your body still bears the burden of every spell cast.
And what would you have had me do? It was no ordinary foe we faced. It was the Warden of Darkness. Yet still, it was not enough. The king could have ended me at any moment, but instead chose to toy with me like a curl does a mouse.
You underestimate yourself.
Oh, it was crystal clear. Only one man established his...
Are you sick, Corey? Tell us what's going on, Corey.
...dominance that day, and that man was Barnabas. I'm sorry, brother. That was ill-spoken. It's just... I have never felt so powerless. And when so many are looking to us for strength, perhaps the prince feels the same.
Have you shut out all your organs, Corey? Why were you taking a rest without a blanket, bruh? Oh, that's because they couldn't animate the blanket moving when he got up.
Don't.
No, she's not dead. You missed that part. So they had a fight with Odin, the guy that had Odin, and he split the ocean, kind of like Moses, and it stayed split, and they had a fight at the bottom, but Odin won, and they ran off home, and he was trying to make the ocean collapse on them, but Jill used her ice powers to make an ice tunnel so they can get to the beach. And then the scene cut to a really awkward scene where they were just sitting back to back, completely naked. And they're having this whole cut scene, and I couldn't figure out why they were naked. And I realized, oh yeah, they have wet clothes. That's why they are naked and they're sitting by a fire. And she says, I'll give you some of my Shiva powers to help you defeat him. And they did that, and then they kissed, and it faded to black. After all these awkward angles of showing partial nudity. And so I did the whole scene like this and like blocking it so you couldn't see anything. And I moved my chair like that.
Move. Here, it's fresh from the well.
Yeah, it was a fun stream because Aubrey kept getting like awkward, like, should I leave? And I'm like, no, I'm blocking it, it's fine. He's wearing a belt on top of his bandages.
Grandmother told me spirits sometimes get lost, and that the lanterns guide them to their proper place. I set one on the river for her when she passed away.
I had a friend that played the Leisure Suit Larry games. I went over to his house and just watched him play it.
The fiend works from the shadows. Was it you who guided my hand then, Ultima? No, not you.
Oh, I want to show you if I ever make the Barbie stinger, what I decided to use. And it's a Australian reference. Oh, where is it? I should have saved it. Did I save it? Nope. Oh, come on, let me find it. Here it is. Gotta find a better version. I hate that when I want to view an image and it just
Dookie.
poops all over it. I gotta go log in a freaking Reddit just to see a picture. View post. Authentic Australian cuisine. Shrimp on a Barbie. Is this a better one? Ah. Give me a better one. Stop with the grainy pixelization. Oh, that's a good one. Shrimp on a Barbie. Now, every time I see partial nudity, I'm going to show that. That's my plans. Shrimp on a Barbie.
This is my doing, my fault, my sin to bear. And for it, I must atone.
You're hurt to hear.
Oh, what, like questions from the past to prove you're old enough to know the answers?
Feeling nicely. It was my poultices that saw you well.
You make them?
And sell them, or try to. Earns me enough for bread, most days.
Forgive me. I have nothing to...
I know, but I couldn't just leave you lying there.
You gotta wear that belt and make it go clink, clink, clink when he walks.
You're going then?
Gotta hold up those bandages.
Of course. I'm healed. Thanks to you and your poultices.
Will you promise to come back and visit?
Merca! Team America Barbie doll gif. Go to the thing. Stabs him in the eye. He's... Woman and doll dancing. Like this one? No. Which one is it? Oh my, a shrimp on a Barbie. It's actually a GIF. I liked how that come up at a time too. Oh, that's what she says, oh my. Give me that one. Yeah, you're right. Merca. Freedom isn't free. No, it costs folks like you and me. And if you don't chip in your $1.05, who will? Who will? So Ronry. I so Ronry.
Perhaps he can find an
I
answer.
so Ronry, there's nowhere else but me.
You will be returning to Waloed soon, I gather.
I see no reason to wait.
Then neither do I.
I can think of a few, but I doubt they'll stop you. You will take your medicine.
Of course, Lady Daya.
Set on leaving already, are you?
You'll also cut
How
your
long will
hair.
it take us to get back to Ash?
Dunno, about the same amount of time it took us to get here. Maybe less, if your uncle can find someone trustworthy to patch up the Enterprise. All depends on where we're putting into port, mind.
Yes. It's not as if we can put ashore wherever we choose. We have to assume that the whole of Ash is hostile, and that we'll be attacked on sight.
Then we must find a place they won't think to look. And I have an idea who might know of one.
The Professor! I'll go and tell you come in.
While you're plotting our course, I'll be in the shelves with your lawsman. I wish to pick his brains about Ultima.
Then I'll talk to Karen about supplies for the journey. They may not be easy to come by in Ash.
Your brother's body won't take much more of this recklessness. You know that, don't you?
I do.
I still say it were a compliment.
Ah, Clive. I was wondering when you'd arrive. Please tell me you've come to take our young prodigy here off my hands.
I'm not here for Mid. I need information on Ash.
Then why not ask Molly if you can look in one of her ovens? Go on.
As soon as the Enterprise is ready, we'll be setting out for Drake's Spine. And we're going to need a safe place to land.
Preferably one that won't see my ship blown to shit and splinters.
If it were that easy, do you think Waloed would have resisted invasion for so long? Very little is known of Ash, and the information we do have is spotty and outdated. We have the good King Barnabas to thank for that. Waloed's borders have been closed to outsiders since the day he seized the throne. If there is anywhere safe to land, you won't find it on my map.
Then tell us what we will find. I'm sure you know better than we do.
But no splinters.
All right. If it will get you out of my hair. But interrupt me, and it's over. Understood? Barnabas Tharm. The one they call the Last King. Understand him, and you will understand the kingdom of Waloed. Barnabas was only a boy when he arrived from beyond the southern seas, and barely a man before he united the ragged tribes of Ash. And having unleashed them upon the formidable Veldamark, he set his throne upon the ancient kingdom's ruins. The victory sent shockwaves around Valisthea. Tales of Odin's might spreading through every court, parlor, and drinking hole in the realm. Note that this was in the year 843, and that the king still sits upon his throne some 40 years later, quite untouched by time. Waloed's recent inaction left many wondering if Odin had lost his appetite for war. And yet here we are. The Einherjar was committed to the fray.
The Einherjar.
A bold declaration of intent. Orcs swarm around Drake's Fang, and throngs of Akashic haunt canvas streets. Though how precisely the havoc they wreak serves Waloed remains unclear. Regardless, If the order to attack truly came from King Barnabas, then one thing is certain. Waloed has achieved the impossible and made bedfellows of beastmen and the ether-addled alike. All of which is a roundabout way of saying that you will be in unknown territory when you set foot on Ash. Much of the continent has already been lost to the Blight, and what few ports remain will be fiercely guarded. And that is to say naught of its natural defenses. Offshore currents will cast an ill-equipped ship out to sea one moment, and dash it against the rocks the next. But then the Enterprise is anything but ill-equipped, and Mid has made land there before. Now, if only there were someone with an intimate knowledge of the Shadow Coast, and where a daring gentleman might put ashore. You see...
Divisible by 8 for stable diffusion ST 3.5. Is that what you're talking about, Boyos?
Clive, you had the answer all along.
Do you think you can get us back to that beach, Mid?
Picked you up from it, didn't I? Not that it were easy. The currents were a right bastard. But then, if it wasn't hard,
Really?
it wouldn't be worth doing, would it?
Well,
makes me wonder how I'm able to generate it with Forge and automatic 1111 just fine.
Third. Thank you, Lady Vivian.
If a few morsels of common knowledge.
There's gotta be some sort of magic in that. Because Forge and automatic 11 are forked off the same thing.
And a sprinkling of tavern talk are worthy of your thanks. I wonder what genuine intelligence might earn me.
Probably more visits. Mid, I need everyone in the ale hall now. I'll fetch Joshua from the shelves.
Your
Aye,
mom's
aye,
an
Captain.
ale hole.
How do you split the sea?
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
Yeah, all right, peeps. Let's see. We've had 4 people on the stream so far, and I've got 4 likes so far. Pretend to like Robert. That's funny because only the people that like me come to my stream these days because YouTube isn't presenting them anymore.
Otherwise. Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Do you recall when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me. Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example. One that will reveal all...
Yeah, Ultimate is the baddie in this story. And in last week, we discovered that Ultima is trying to remove people's free will, or free agency, as it were. Because he doesn't like this consciousness stuff. And people making relationships and all that.
We seek. Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have. But there was once a time when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins. And
Hey,
though
Aubrey.
its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded in more modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Waloed.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Stop calling it the ale hole. Final Fantasy World? What is that? What is Final Fantasy World? Worlds, okay. Yeah. Shut up, pop-up. Alright. Each installment usually takes place in a new world and universe, although there are some exceptions. Ivalice. Good. I know about Ivalice from Final Fantasy XII and also Final Fantasy Tactics. But the Ivalice in each game is vastly different, akin to having a whole new world for every game. What? The heck? Okay, Final Fantasy World game. No, I'm not finding what you're talking about, boyos. Okay, I'll hold on.
Admit it, I can ride
Oh
it.
yeah, the third game that has Ivalice is Vagrant Story. Okay. If you don't know this game, you have to know it. Square. It was one of my favorite games. Here's what the cover art looked like. I remember when I got my first card in high school, this is one of the first things I bought when I was able to drive and go buy things with my money from my job. Was this game for the PlayStation 1. Don't be upset. You need to be in control of your emotions.
Prize next. No, she didn't. She said I first.
My apologies.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance
What did you say? Did you say that you're girl and tired?
we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain.
By the way, Ultima is manipulating the king, Barnabas Thammer, however you say it. And Barnabas Thammer is the host of Odin.
Joshua and I will be going. And a scout. Preferably a good one. Gav, do you know of any?
You bet your ass I do. I might still borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters. Fly much?
World of Final Fantasy. Okay, what platforms was it? PS4. Oh, that's one of the games you gave me, I think. Is this like whatever that game was, but minus the Disney characters? Coexisting Final Fantasy locations. Of coexisting Final Fantasy locations. Story. Power to tame monsters called mirages and sent to a place to reclaim their lost memories. Is it cutesy tootsy? I don't want to get my channel messed up. It is pretty cute looking, actually. I like that. So let's see, what year did it come out? No. You definitely play this with all the kids watching the channel. 2016. Yeah.
Colors and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind.
Behind?
The ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
Jill, the Enterprise will appear a tempting target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Of course.
Someday I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics. When it came out, my friends thought it was a game for people who couldn't wrap their mind around how Final Fantasy VII worked. Because it came out, what, the next year or a few months later or something? And then they started playing it like, nah, this is a puzzle game, never mind.
Is something wrong?
Not at all.
You gave me something. Hold on. Let me get the box. Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster, which... when they made this for the PS4, they made a PS3 version, but they never made it in English, only in Japanese. So a hacker took the text files and the voice recording files off of the American PS4 version and overwrote the ones in the Japanese PS3 version so that we can have HD remaster of Final Fantasy X and X-2 on the PS3. Horizon Zero Dawn, and this Final Fantasy 15, which I don't need because I already bought it on Steam, which is good because this disc was chewed up by your dog. Star Ocean, because That's good, because I always wanted to play this. Hopefully it's only one disc. I don't know which Star Ocean it is. XCOM 2. Final Fantasy Type 0. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of. It's the one that I wanted to play too. Mass Effect. I'm not interested. Deus Ex, I may play. I played this on PC a long time ago, the first one. That may just be kind of like an HD remaster of it. Dragon Quest Heroes 2, may or may not play. Skyrim, I would prefer to play this on PC so I can mod it. Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age. I do not need to pay for this if I ever decide to get it. However, I do own the original version and the Zodiac Age version that was released for PlayStation 2, which is not the same as this one. Different whatever you call it when you love it, the class system is different. Knights of Azure. It's got Welsh filth on the label I can't clean off. Knights of Azure 2. Interesting. I got those two if I want to play them. Okay, you're right. You didn't send me that. It was Final Fantasy Type 0 and Zodiac Age. I was like, oh, he sent me so many Final Fantasy games. My mind is blown. Where's my... Oh, yeah, I think I already bought Gran Turismo 7. You know about that. Math. What the math? Algebraic.
Honestly, can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in order while you're off saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
That Moogle is just like... I'm not going to tell you whether or not you should text Nathan, but he's a drama queen and you should move on. Or if you talk to him, don't let his attitude affect you.
Reckon it'll be a long walk to the capital if we follow the cliffs. I'll scout ahead, see if I can't find us an inland route.
Clive. There's something I've been meaning to ask. You took her icon, didn't you?
It's not the only thing he took.
Yes, I did. She understood.
She offered. She offered more than just her icon. Ugh!
Oh, she understood. Understood that you decided to save the world all on your own, and that you'd die without her power. How dare you make her choose? You knew damn well she'd never refuse you. But I will. You can't keep pushing us away, Clive. The world is ours to save, not yours.
Okay. Quit being a drama queen.
I used my gift because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And you truly believe this will save you? Will save us all?
I do.
then so be it. Just don't forget, you're not alone.
Think I found us a trail. Did I miss something?
You're laughing about their little spat.
Only that Joshua didn't.
I don't know what a cockapoo is. I can't give you one, boys.
I don't get it.
A cockapoo? What? That sound reminds me of Final Fantasy X.
Always wanted to visit Ash.
We're in Waluda territory now. Don't expect a warm welcome.
Oh, I don't know, Clive. That castle over there looks inviting enough.
Shall we sample its inhabitants' hospitality?
Remember what I said about warm welcomes, Gav?
Oh, this place is as dead as Greagor's ghost.
I hear a creature spazzing.
I knew I smelled something.
I see only orcs and Akashic here.
Let's hope the villagers put it out in time.
Multi-toss. That was fast.
Enough of you, are there?
Get him!
Nice try.
This one. Over here.
I got somebody casting spells. Where you at? Hang on. There you are. You're the jerker's jerk.
Too slow.
Yes, I said spaz.
It's Camber all over again. Where the hell are the royalists?
Seems you were right about that welcome after all, Clive.
I got one answer to that DM, broken boyo. 2 fingers of rum. But medication is never the way. It messes up the brain. It's just another type of drugs.
Aye.
Zombified creatures with no free will.
Is the whole of Ash fallen into Ultima's hands?
That's no peace delegation. We should send a warning to the others.
No. My uncle will have an eye on the coast. I trust he'll find a way to entertain any uninvited guests. Our mark is Drake's Spine, and there's a lot of road between us and it. We press on to Stone here.
I say he'd turn into Ifrit and just smash them all
You
before
never
they
know.
move on.
It might not be a nest of slabbering monsters.
Clive, you must go on ahead without me. This stronghold is as old as Phoenix Gate, perhaps older. It may yet hide Ultima's remaining secrets, and if we are to best him, they must be unearthed.
All right. Stay out of trouble.
I always do. Mostly.
You sure about this?
About leaving my brother on his own.
You're right, boyos.
Of course. Mostly.
Lady Vivian's map is so old it's hard to tell which way is up. But if I'm right, we're not far from a village called Aistla.
Then we make our way there, resupply, and wait for Joshua.
This place reeks like a mobile's arsehole. Though I'm guessing it's not the smell that'll kill us.
Nice try. This one. Enough. Sicker. This one. Good attack. Over here. Go for it. This one. All yours, Torgal.
Need life juice.
This one. Nice try.
You know, the more you talk like that, Aubrey, the more I'm gonna ignore you.
Get him.
That's right, Torgal. Growl at the dead bird. Shiny.
Get him. Over here. This one. Over here. Go for it. Let there be light. Over here. Nice try. This one. All yours, Torgal. Over here. Go, Torgal.
Oh, he has ice?
This one. Too slow. Get him. Go, Torgal.
It's just a blue tribe.
Nice try. Over here. Too slow. Blizzard! There's a good boy. Over here! Nice try. All yours, Bahamut! Now, Torgal! Too slow. Over here! All yours, Torgal! Go! Over here!
I leveled up. I wish I did that with a better voice, but it's still funny. It would have been funny for a different reason. Now you're friggin' one of these things!
Over here!
Really amazing? What? What'd you forget to tell me that's really amazing?
Nice try. Get him.
Dagger.
Finish him. Get him.
Yeah. I know I need to go there. How do I go there? Show me, Torgal. Where's the way? He's got a heart shape on him. Yeah. Gotta go a long way round. Yes, you have to stop saying you're a loser. A 3-foot tall Dalek that you build. Oh, that's cool. I saw one once that was 3 foot tall. I don't think you built it, but you programmed it to listen to your voice.
Bahamut's breath.
And if it heard your voice, it was like,
Torgal.
"Yes, master, I will obey." But if it heard anybody else's voice, it would say, "Exterminate!" Why? We already told you why. Aubrey, stop it.
That must be Aistla.
If I were your father, I'd be like, go to your room and don't come out until you never say I'm a loser again.
What do you think, Clive?
Then we're too late.
Damn it. They're all turned. There's nothing we can do.
I wouldn't say nothing.
No quarter gap. No quarter.
Come here, all you guys. All of yous. Into one big pile, thank you. Multi-toss!
This one.
Roar! New enemies reproach.
All the villages in Asher like this?
A question.
I hate it when new enemies reproach.
Too slow.
Come here, dog faces. Let's go near this guy. You are gonna be a pain in my boot tag.
Get him.
All right, he's been toss expired.
Muhammad.
Nice try.
Hey, quit running away from me. Come closer. Let's everybody play together one game. This game's called multi-toss. New enemies reproach.
And come.
That sounds like my ex when that one time she moved in.
Over here.
Multi-toss.
You're finished.
Stop doing your magic staff crap. Ashditic Grandjuffer. Another Ashditic Sigurfer. Too many magic staff guys. Is there another magic staff guy yet? Akashic Sigurdifer.
This one. Over here. Over here.
Akashic War Aegis or whatever.
All yours, Torgal. This one.
Stagger! This is sick! Like iconic strike, iconic whatever that was, it was off the screen too fast.
Shiva!
What? Oh, okay. Oh, good night, boyos. Pick it up! Pick it up! It's time to fight.
Isn't over yet. Of course it bloody isn't. Get him. Muhammad! Too slow.
Too slow.
this one. Kick it off.
Well done, Toggle.
Get him. It's over.
It's over. Stop it. Wrong button. Ugh. Let me take my pen. Let me put in my pen. Phone. There
Gav. Gav!
Don't tell me there's more of the bastards.
Oh, fuck. Have you come to watch, Odin?
Bound for Stonehill. Good. My master awaits you in the capital, though I cannot allow you to attend him in your present state.
And how are you going to stop us?
Why, with this!
I gotta tell Boyos.
Why are you British?
Oops. You're missing Odin insane! I'll give him like 10 seconds. I need a drink. I'm getting a drink. I don't care what you do with Nathan. I'm just tired of hearing about him. Tired of it.
What did you do?
If the vessel would see the path opened, it has but to ask. I shall see that my master's prize is made presentable.
Shit! No!
Clive, would you mind telling me what the fuck just happened? Oh, you've got to be. How are we supposed to get through that?
We seek an audience with the king. If His Majesty wants me to come and ask him...
Yeah, what the Sigma?
Then that is exactly what I'll do.
Before you go practicing your petition, we don't even know where the fucker went. How about we cool our heads and think this through, eh?
Don't talk about him anymore. Talk about something else. Talk about the game.
Maybe there's something here we
Talk
can
about
use.
This game right here I'm playing. Treasure hunt. Shut up, Instacart. Because I said so. I'm sick and tired of it.
You don't want us to go this way, then? So where do you want us to go?
Inner dialogue. I'm actually checking for treasure before I go that way. It's like this whole fleshed out town or whatever.
Clive.
Then let's find somewhere to sit down and look at the map.
I'm not gonna sit down and look at a map. Shut up. I'm getting treasure. How did that dog get up there, by the way? Does he just... Yeah, he just spawns next to me. He doesn't do ladders. It's like I'd rather teleport. Oh, I'm back at the same spot where the ladder goes. What's the point of the ladder if there's stairs right next to it? Did someone require them to put in a handicap ramp later on? I call not how it works. What do you mean, what is this game? This is Final Fantasy 16.
So did I.
It's in the stream title, and I mention it at the beginning of the stream every time when I'm playing. Bash the door in. I call it's Jill. No, it's someone else.
Please, no.
Please know what?
Miss. Whoa. Easy. Easy. We're not turned, all right?
Who?
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
My thanks, kind travelers.
Is she preggers?
Edda, forgive me for asking, but...
He knows her name?
What went on here?
It all started when the skies changed. The elders said it was the Arche. One by one, people went mad. Minds taken by the ether. Till only I remained. By then, I was too far along to run. And then the nights came. And I didn't know what to do.
And this, Arche is...
Just a story. Something our grandparents told us when we misbehaved. About how the heavens would grow dark before the land took her last breath.
The end of the world. You said the others went mad. But where did they go?
They all left. Drawn east to the tower, to reverie. The elders, the healer, the blacksmith.
All the peoples?
My husband.
You thinking he did this?
Of course. Who else could it be? You were in Canva. You saw what he did to the people.
But then what about her? How come her nut hasn't cracked?
The baby, perhaps? Could be protecting her from the ether. I can't think of any of...
Something to do with a baby or something.
Explanation.
You mean... it's a bearer?
It won't matter what it is once Ultima's magic takes hold. Time's running out. This tower. That's where we'll find the king.
I knew it. It's the same as Phoenix Gate. Which means at the end of these stairs should...
What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, that's what that was? I was wondering what Skibidi Toilet was, but I never saw it because I don't care. Sometimes people say funny things, and sometimes they say funny things that are just not worth having in my brain. I got other stuff I want to have in there.
It's complete. Ultima and his vessel, Ifrit. Garuda, Ramu, Shiva, Titan, Bahamut, Odin. Even Leviathan the Lost is here. But where is the Phoenix?
Combined with the Ifrit.
By the Founder.
Heart attack! Dang it!
So that's what you want, isn't it, Ultima?
So that's how it's gonna be then?
I'm not asking, Gav.
Is it okay to bring it up Skibidi Toilet on stream, or is it naughty? I have to ask you that first.
I need you to stay with Edda.
What?
I must do this alone. If I don't return, you're to find Joshua and make for the Enterprise. Understood?
You, Jaden!
Hey.
Did you get off work just now? Hopefully you get to see something epic before I go to bed.
Don't you go dying on me. Sid's name suits your miserable mug better than mine.
Don't worry. I haven't finished with it yet.
This is Final Fantasy XVI. I skipped 15 because I bought 15 on Steam, and then the next day, no, as I was buying it, I got a notification in Steam saying 16 was out. I'm like, I have to play 16 because it just came out to try to help me get more views, but it didn't help. But here I am anyways. All right, how do I get over there? Glad I looked around here anyways. I got stick drift right now, so I gotta remember. Don't go that way. Oh. Okay, straight, right, right again, and then another right. Going in a circle because yes.
If Barnabas is controlling the Akashic, then wherever he goes, they'll...
Alright, I have to see whatever the frick Skibidi Toilet is. Come on. Junk on my desk. What is Skibidi Toilet? Alright, you're not telling me what it is. It's a Maki Mini web series created by some guy and released in YouTube videos and shorts on his channel. Series follows a war between human-headed toilets and humanoid characters with electronic devices for heads. To overtake... Alright. That's ridiculous. Ugh. That's so ridiculous.
So will I.
Sounds like something that I would have written if I were taking illegal substances, aka drugs, when I was your age, Aubrey. I wrote ridiculous cartoons when I was that old, when I was your age, but not that bad. Not that terrible. One of the characters was obsessed with toilets, how they were different. Was always wanting to flush toilets. That's the most I ever did with toilets.
Time to fight.
Go!
Get him! This one. Get him!
Kill!
One. Two. Might not even need all four, but I don't like flying things in this game, trying to be where I can't reach them. Magic!
No holding back.
I have to fight a thing called Plague, which is one of the eyeball things.
Too slow. Nice try.
Stagger!
Kill!
Finish him.
Did my chat freeze up? Good, but it's back now. Oh, goodness sakes. Okay.
This is it, boy.
Are you there, Jaden? If you're not there, I'm gonna go to bed. I've been up late the last few nights working on that RTX 5000 series video. The Edge of Infinity. It's also Reverie. So it's allowing me to go other places, I think. Yeah. Good. Now I can save it. Just listen to that lovely music just for a moment. Oh, I love Final Fantasy. There were some games after Nobuo Uematsu retired when the music was not as good, but the composer on this one's pretty good. Oh, Nobuo Uematsu is my favorite composer. But anyways, it's so good to be playing a Final Fantasy game again. It's my favorite. Next week, more into this last crystal, or I might stream a bonus stream tomorrow or Saturday, depending on how I feel and how the video I'm working on progresses. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Now let me out of the game so I can hit the thing in OBS. All right.